question number 8. Here is a shaded shape on a grid. The shape is translated so that point A moves to point B. Draw the shape in its new position. Well, the first thing we've got to do is look at point A and see how many squares that is being moved to point B. Translated just means you are sliding each corner across left or right or up or down on the grid. So point A has gone 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares, 5 squares to the right, and then it's gone 1 square, 2 squares down. So it's 5 to the right and 2 squares down. There you can see your 5 squares and there's your 2 squares down. Now the important thing to remember about translating shape is that every corner must move in according to the same instruction. So if point A has moved 5 to the right and 2 down, all the other corners must move 5 to the right and 2 down. So this top corner here, 5 to the right would be 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares, 5 squares to the right, and 2 down, 1 square, 2 squares down would go there. This corner, 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares to the right, and 1 square, 2 squares down would go there. The pink corner, which is down at the bottom here, 5 squares to the right and 2 down again. So 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares, 5 to the right and 2 down, 1 square, 2 squares down. So once you've moved all of the remaining corners of the shape, all that remains to be done is to join the corners up. So if we proceed to do that with a ruler, remember if it says use a ruler, you should be using a ruler. A little bit fiddly to do it with this electronic ruler, but obviously you will be able to do it much quicker with a real ruler on your paper. So let's turn that round. There we go, so we're just joining the corners up that we've connected. As I say, this is an electronic ruler here, which is part of the program that we're using to film these videos. So it's a little bit tricky to get the angle of the ruler just right that you want it, but on actual paper, on your exam paper, you wouldn't have a problem doing that. So one more side to do. So just remember that when you're translating a corner of a shape, count the squares across and down, or it could actually be across and up either, but you've got to do the same instruction on all corners of the shape. Okay, so every corner of the original shape has been moved 5 to the right and 2 squares down, and that's what translation is.